Hello everybody, welcome to the United Stand. This is your Manchester United versus Bournemouth preview in a game Manchester United must win. We're going to go through the lineups. We're going to go where we could be on Monday, looking at everybody else as well in relation to the league table. But let me just say, I'm not allowed to predict, but I predict Manchester United get a positive result on Monday night. Because you know what? Bournemouth play the brand of football that suits us. I think when we play against a low block, we struggle. When we play against teams that try to attack us, we benefit from the space. We've seen that against Brighton. We've seen it against Liverpool. We've seen it against Chelsea. And Bournemouth, away record, a little bit of a nice start for you. Bournemouth have conceded more goals away from home than everybody else in the league apart from Burnley. Mic drop, bang. This is why I'm so good. This is why we're the best. They've conceded 19 goals away from home this season in 7 games. So that's incredible, by the way. 19 goals in 7 away games. That is what? 2.5 away goals a game? That can't be right. 7 away games, 19 goals conceded. Are they having a laugh? That's incredible. That is actually 7 divided by 19 is 2.5. They're conceding 2.5 goals every away game. Incredible. Only Burnley have conceded more. They've conceded 23. Wolves have only conceded 12 away from home. So yeah, look, a lot of people are going to say Bournemouth are a good team, and we'll talk about them in a moment. But I think United need to get the win. I think they will get the. I can't say that, but the way they play. I watched them play against Man City a few weeks ago, and I thought they've got a chance. And they played a high line, and Haaland kept getting in one-on-one. So we love a high line. We love teams that play wide open, and I think it plays into our hands. If it was Bournemouth parking the bus and counter-attacking, I'd be worried with the players they've got. Kluivert, Semenyo, etc. Evan Nilsson. But the way they play, I think it's going to be... You know, all we've got to do is sit back and pick them off, which is what we're very good at. So, look, it looks positive in that sense. But look, let me start off by talking about United's side. I think there are a few things that we already know. De Ligt, Maguire, Šeško, highly unlikely to be involved. And even if they were, you wouldn't expect them to start. So I think pretty much that team I've put there is my predicted lineup. It sort of picks itself. I think it's the tip. I think it's pretty much, well, it is the team. It's the team we picked against Wolves. They won very well. Aiden Heaven said people can't live with us when we play like that. So I think dropping Aiden Heaven would be strange. It's Mazraoui, Ahmad and Mbeumo's last game before the AFCON. So leaving any of them out would be strange. He's never going to change that midfield. He loves Dalot. Luke Shaw will obviously play. I think the only question mark potentially would be Cunha, who I've actually noticed. I don't know whether I'm the only one doing this. I have sort of noticed that when you listen to Amorim about Cunha, I think he is a little bit demanding more of him. I think he's a little bit unhappy with him when you listen to some of the stuff they said. Not massively. It's not like headline stuff, but I do think he expects a little bit more from him. But I don't think that'll be enough for him to get dropped for Xerxes. So I think that team sort of picks itself. It's going to be very interesting what we start doing when we do lose Mazraoui and Ahmad and Mbeumo, because that is 3 first teamers at the moment, all down the right-hand side. But look, that's for Villa, that's for Newcastle, that's for Leeds and everybody else. For Bournemouth, I think we sign off with a win, hopefully. Now, look, in relation to Bournemouth, just very, very quickly, I was looking at their team that they picked against Chelsea, and I watched a lot of that game. They were good in the first half, and look, they've got some good players. Semenyo, Kluivert, Evan Nilsson, Scott in the midfield's done really well. Tyler Adams, who we've been linked to, I think he's back because he was suspended from the game before. Brooks is a decent player as well. I don't think he started in the last game. But look, they're capable of giving us a game. And I think the left back that they've signed, Truffat's very good as well. However, I think we need to confine these type of losses or draws to the bin. I know we've had Everton and West Ham at home in our last 2 games, and that is a warning shot. 1 point from 6 in our last 2 Premier League games at home. And we were doing quite well before that. So when you look at Man United's home record, we've actually won 4, drawn 1, and lost 2. And one of those losses and that draw has come in the last 2 games. If you take them away, we'd won 4, drawn none and lost 1, and that was Arsenal. So our home record was very, very good. We've only conceded 8 goals at home as well, so we're defensively better at home. We need to get that back on track, and I think Bournemouth is a real opportunity to do that because of the way they play. there's no real excuses. They're not going to sit and park the bus. And whilst they've got good players and they can be combative in the midfield, it reminds me a lot of the Brighton game in the sense that, yeah, Brighton are a decent team this season. Bournemouth, I mean, I was looking at this as well. Bournemouth's record as well. I mean, we do need to mention this. Bournemouth's record over the last 6 games is loss, loss, draw, loss, loss, draw. So they're not in form either. So I think we just got to win this game. These are the sort of games that Manchester United need to win. Let me show you the league table, though, because I think this is where it's getting interesting, because we're playing on Monday night, aren't we? So we're currently in 6th place with 25 points. That's precarious. Of course it is. If we win and go to 28 points and nobody else plays, we'd be in 4th place. So that is a possibility. Obviously, got to look at the Chelsea and Palace results. We've also got to look behind us because everyone else is playing ahead of us again, which does irritate me a little bit. So let's go through that, because obviously I think I'm right in saying that Chelsea have Everton at home. So Everton are right behind us. Chelsea are ahead of us. So Chelsea beat Everton. We can't go above them. Crystal Palace are playing Man City, though. So Palace playing on a Thursday night. I think Man City will beat them. So we could, look, if we get really lucky and Chelsea drop points against Everton, but we could be in 5th place if we beat Bournemouth on Tuesday morning. Behind us, where we might be on Monday morning because of other games going on, Sunderland are... Who is Sunderland playing? Oh, Sunderland at home to Newcastle. So that's going to be not necessarily a win for them. Everton, as I said, play Chelsea. Brighton are going to Liverpool. So you've got Brighton playing Liverpool. You've got Sunderland playing Newcastle. You've got Everton playing Chelsea. So it's actually a good weekend to win, because Newcastle are in 12th, Sunderland are in 9th, Liverpool are in 10th, Brighton are in 8th, Everton are in 7th, Chelsea are in 5th. Palace are in 4th, Man City are in 2nd. So it's Everton all over again. When we played Everton, we had a massive opportunity to climb the league and we took no points. This is the second chance, because everybody is playing everybody. And, well, apart from Tottenham, I mean, Tottenham are only 3 points behind us, but Tottenham are playing Forest away. So that's not easy. So everybody in and around us is playing each other, really. So this is a massive opportunity for us to win and put ourselves, hopefully, fingers crossed, into the top 5, with 2 difficult games coming up against Villa and Newcastle. And in those weeks, I think you'll find everybody around us playing more easy games. So this is our week to shine. But we have been here before with Everton, haven't we? But this is our week to shine, and we certainly need to do so. So let me know what your thoughts are. In relation to the team news, would you make any changes? I'd be interested to know. I think sometimes you just got to go with a winning team, and I think the winning team is right to do that. I don't really think you'll make any changes, to be honest. Obviously, it's going to be after that with the AFCON. I mean, what we do then, I don't know. De Ligt and Maguire coming back, but they're centre backs. I don't know. I mean, you're going to have to put Dalot to right wing back and Dorgu to left wing back, and then I don't know what we'll do. Be interesting what we do. Yeah, very interesting. Also, how are you predicting this? I just think, without predicting a Man United win, this is Everton all over again. We win this game, we put ourselves in the top 5. We can't miss this opportunity again. Secondly, we're playing against a team that doesn't play a low block. They're going to play open. They're going to play a high line, and that suits our long ball transition. So everything is set up for us. Also, the third point, they've conceded more goals than anybody else in the Premier League apart from Burnley. They're conceding more than 2 goals every game away from home. So, and our home record's quite good. So it should be Brighton. It should be a comfortable home win. But look, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash a like on the video. Lots for you to get involved in there. I enjoyed that preview because there's actually some, degree of detail in there about how bad Bournemouth are away from home, how they haven't won a game in 6, and also they will play quite open, which plays into our hands, I think. So fingers crossed. But they've got good players. And they did beat us at Old Trafford last year. So they're a good team. We're not playing bloody Wolves. I'd say Bournemouth are better than Everton and West Ham and Wolves on paper, although Everton did go to Bournemouth and win. So, look, we need to win this game. And also, I want to just say this. We need to get back into the mentality of we shouldn't be scared of Bournemouth at home. That's not me saying it's easy, but we shouldn't be scared of Bournemouth at home. We're Manchester United. We should be winning these games. Let me know your thoughts. Smash a like on the video and subscribe. I'll speak to you later. And it's nice to see Kone getting a start if you haven't noticed it already. Speak to you in a bit.